Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inaugural version of the CFL Today 2010 version. The CFL Today is a fantasy football league that was founded in Denver, Colorado in 1992 with 8 owners. We've expanded to 16 about a year later. I'm your commissioner, O'Neill McKeer. One of our new owners here is Brad the Dream Weaver. This is his second year now in the CFL. The name of his team is Denver Show Me Your TDs. He has a lot of guff. My name of my team is the Cavaliers. And pretty much that's what the CFL is. It's a fantasy football league run by 16 good friends. We have a draft about 3 weeks into August. We have a golf tournament. We play a little pool, a little shuffleboard, all that good stuff. But Brad is one of our newest members, and this is out of his demented mind. This was his concoction right here. Every week you're going to see a preview of the CFL games. So Brad, thanks for doing this with us today. And tell me, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, glad to be here, O'Neill. This was an idea that we kind of came up with just to shoot a quick little video, kind of recap some of the games last week, each week, and then go into the games, do a game of the week this week, and kind of talk about the matchups. So that's something we're looking forward to doing as we go through this year. We'll put in some new clips and new segments, but we hope you enjoy it. We look forward to doing many more shows. So.
Wonderful. Well, like I said, this is our 19th year. This will be the very first episode of the Inside the CFL, the CFL Today. You will see an episode every single week. And we're going to get started here with this week's games. Without much further ado, we'll go ahead and preview the games right after
our first game we're going to preview this week will be 6+6+6 takes on TD Express. This game started early with the Thursday night Minnesota-New Orleans game. Jerry's already up with a 25-2 lead with some scores from Brett Favre, and he got Ryan Longwell, Vishawnte Shianko. I think he's going to hold on for this game, Brad. What do you think of this matchup?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take TD Express here this week in Week 1, and I'll tell you why. TD Express is going to show them the TDs with Peyton Manning at quarterback. This game started early this week. It's going to finish early this week. Peyton Manning at the helm. Running back Jonathan Stewart, Carolina. I think he's going to run the rock well today. I'm taking TD Express. We're going to be split on that one.
Okay, we're split on that game. Next game up, we've got Crazy Train taking on the Big Dogs. They've only one player's played so far, Adrian Peterson. We've got a matchup of Denver Bronco quarterbacks, Jay Cutler and Kyle Orton in this particular game. I have to go with Big Dogs right now. I think Cutler's going to have a better year this year. Cedric Benson's looking really good. I'm going to go with Big Dogs. What do you think, Brad?
I tell you what, O'Neill, I'm going to agree with you on this one. I think Week 2 Big Dogs are going to take a bite out of the Crazy Train. With Cutler, Benson, Peterson running. You got a lot of Broncos here. It's unknown what's going on in Denver right now. You got Gaffney. Could be a late sleeper pick, a late pickup. We'll see what happens. I'm going to take Big Dogs. It's going to be a close battle, though. That's my pick, O'Neill. We're going to be tied on that one.
We're both going with the Big Dogs in this game. Our next game is the Cavaliers, your commissioner. He's taking on 2 Minute Warning, who won the championship 2 years ago. I've got my big question mark, I think, this week is Donovan McNabb. Is he not going to play? We don't know what's going on in Washington. I feel like I've got a really good sleeper in C.J. Spiller, the rookie running back out of Buffalo. Who do you like in this game, Brad?
Well, O'Neill, I'm going to take you, buddy. I think this is a start to the 2010 season for the Cavaliers, and here's the reason why. I think you got 2 really good running backs. I think you got a couple of shots here. The quarterback a little shaky, but you got some solid wide receiver play. Over here, 2 Minute Warning. I don't know about the quarterback position. We'll see what Schaub does in Houston this year. He could be good, but the running back is a question for me, O'Neill. And for me, that's an important start to this season. It's going to be able to run the rock.
Thanks a lot, Brad. I appreciate that vote of confidence. Our next game will be...
Don't expect it every week, O'Neill.
Well, you've got to do what you got to do. We're going to preview now the Jedi's take on Rabbit in there. This is going to be an interesting game. We've got the San Francisco-Philadelphia quarterbacks. Michael Vick could see a lot of play in this game. We've got the best running back in the NFL right here in Chris Johnson, but he may be going against the second best running back in Frank Gore. I'm going to give a slight edge to Jedi's just with his experience in the CFL. What about you, Brad?
Well, as much as I hate to do it, O'Neill, I'm going to agree with you. I think it is going to be another return of the Jedi's, if you will. And the reason is I think you got some solid receiver play here with his receivers at the Jedi's. I think the question's going to be, what can Kevin Kolb do in Philadelphia this year? And I'm not quite sure Week 1 is the best play for Kevin Kolb. I don't agree with Ramit in there on that one. I might have taken a backup situation there. So I am going to go with you and take the Jedi's and see what happens next week.
Okay, so we agree again on the Jedi's. Our next game is Eminem Mean Machine takes on the Wonder Boys. Always a key matchup seem to be the quarterbacks. We've got Joe Flacco in Baltimore versus Matt Flynn. Roddy White had a really big year last year. Antonio Gates could be a much better player this year with Vincent Jackson not being on the team. I'm looking at this game being actually a really close game between Michael Turner and Tim Hightower, possibly kind of offsetting each other. Matt Flynn, I'm sorry, it should have been Aaron Rodgers, but I do like Matt Flynn as a better backup quarterback. There is no backup quarterback there, of course. But I'm actually going to go with the Wonder Boys. Aaron Rodgers had a great year, and I think Roddy White's going to continue his success from last year. What do you think, Brad?
I think this is going to be a heck of a matchup. This is going to be a tight one. I'm going to take Wonder Boys only due to the quarterback play of Aaron. The man Rodgers this year in 2010, I think he's going to get it done for the Wonder Boys.
Okay, so Mr. Rodgers has our vote. Here we go now. Our next game is Dirty Sanchez takes on Fired Up. In this particular game, we've had a few players play already on Thursday night. Devery Henderson catching the opening touchdown 2 minutes into the game Thursday night in New Orleans. It's a 9-0 game right now. We've got Tom Brady going against Matt Ryan. There's another big key, I think, right here, Brad. It's Maurice Jones-Drew against that Denver defense. Very questionable. Dwayne Bowe has been coming on. I think he's in his third year. Rob Baronis is one of the best kickers in the league. I'm going to go with Tom Brady and Fired Up in this game, Brad.
This is interesting. Welcome to the next segment of the CFL Colorado Football Show today. We got a special guest appearance today. Brian Scott for the Fired Up team, coach and owner, is here with us. Brian, why don't you come on around here? He's watching the show today. Brian, why don't you come in here and talk to your team a little bit and tell us what you're thinking this week, why you picked some of your picks, and how you think your matchup against the Dirty Sanchez is going to be.
It's Tom Brady. What can you say? He's the highest paid player in the league. I feel like Caroline Williams should be able to deliver. But honestly, I was in last place last year. I'm not going to brag too much. Let's just make sure I can beat Dirty Sanchez.
Well, it's a new year. It's always a new year now, Brian. And
welcome and good luck to you, Brian. I tell you what, I think it's an interesting matchup. I think he's got the quarterback. Running backs to me is a hands down, no question. Dirty Sanchez has got the advantage there. Wide receiver play, I'm gonna go with probably Fired Up on this one. I'm gonna say that Dirty Sanchez has a slight advantage due to the running back play. I'm gonna take Dirty Sanchez, but we love you, Brian.
Okay, so that takes care. It looks like we're split on that game. Now we have our co-host, Brad the Dreamweaver, and Show Me Your TDs. He's going against Arby's Army. Just like the Minnesota-New Orleans championship game from Thursday night, this is a repeat of the CFL championship last week, folks. How that happened, I have no idea. But we've got Phillip Rivers, one of the top 5 quarterbacks, playing for Show Me Your TDs. Bernard Berrigan got a lot of play, unfortunately did not score already. Des Bryant, he could be a factor there in Dallas. He's been getting a lot. And, of course, the rookie out of California, Javad Best. Now we've got Eli Manning over on this side, who's been very questionable, and I know Brad's never been a fan of his. Darren Sproles will get his mark, and then you got Terrell Owens and Dallas Clark. That's going to look real stuff. Don always likes having Nate Kading on his team. But I'm actually going to go with Phillip Rivers, Ryan Grant, and Show Me Your TDs in this particular game.
Thank you, O'Neill. I appreciate it. As I take a little of the host-producer hat off here and go with it more from a perspective of a coach, honestly, in my opinion, I like my team, obviously. Javad Best, he's going off in week 1. He's going to be a factor all year long. Des Bryant, question, but strong in week 1. Steve Smith, strong in week 1. What can I say? I'm going to take the TDs. You're going down this week, Arby's Army. Show Me Your TDs is back in 2010.
Okay, it's redemption time from last year's championship game. That was, by the way, our featured game of the week. Now we'll go with Artful Dodgers and Dynamite. Dynamite's will be having Matt Cassell. TJ Hushman just got picked up by Baltimore. Probably the best wide receiver in Andre Johnson, but you got Derek Mason, Fred Taylor, Chad Henne's quarterbacking for Miami against Buffalo today. I'm going to take the Dynamite in this game, Brad.
Dynamite, hands down.
Dynamite all the way. That's a no-brainer right there. And pretty much that is our 8 games for the week. We'll be back to close out this week's show right after this. Thanks a lot. So again, folks, thanks very much for joining us this week on Inside the CFL, and it's been a lot of fun. Look for us again next week and every week now throughout the football season. Brad?
Alongside O'Neill Mercure, your commissioner of the Colorado Football League, I'm Brad Weaver, coach and owner of the Denver Show Me Your TDs. That's week 1, and that's a wrap.
We are out. Thanks a lot, folks. Good night.